Brian Cox is a man on a mission to save the lives of chronic alcoholics.
I'm a drunk that's been there in the gutter, in the jails, in the lockups, and nothing but nothing's gonna make me drink piss.
Coxie's got his work cut out for him. He's got to try to keep a drunk out of prison.
It's all stuff caused by the piss, mate. I've been there, I've done it, I've done jail, Mick's done jail, we've all done jail, haven't we, Mick?
Host a New Year's party for a house full of drunks.
Not used to doing shit stuff, you know, like the barbecue. I felt like throwing it over the fence.
And find room for a drunk with nothing left to lose.
It can't get any worse.
Yeah, or it'll get worse, it'll kill you. I'm just a drunk helping another drunk.
Australians spend $9.5 billion on alcohol every year. Holidays and hard drinking go hand in hand, and New Year's Eve is the biggest night of the year.
Look at all this fucking shit everywhere. Careful! There's crap everywhere in this joint, you can't move. Fucking never seen a house so full of shit.
As a drunk, celebrations often ended up in alcohol-fueled disaster for Coxie. These days, he'd rather avoid them. But New Year's Day is his son Darren's birthday.
Bad-tempered old man.
He's a grumpy little pup, isn't he?
Parties and shit like that, I'm not one for it. You get all these useless pricks I work with do nothing. Maybe out that way. You still got to put something on for the arseholes at Christmas. Huh?
Give me a pill.
Hey?
Give me one of them pills that'll quieten him down.
Oh, I go mad sometimes.
He goes off
I
his
go off
rocker.
my head.
But for silly little things.
Yeah,
Silly little things.
it's the little things that upset me, and they do the hard things and I can handle them. Not used to doing shit stuff, you know, like the barbecue. I felt like throwing it over the fence.
30 years of hard drinking has left physical and mental scars, which affects his temper.
When an alcoholic's brain's gone and you get a pressure like today, it's just, it just doesn't function. I can't even think. I'm not with thinking at the moment. I'm just more or less just sitting there having a coke. My head's going at 100 miles an hour.
Running a rehab for those hit hardest by alcohol with no professional staff and zero government funding can be a hard and thankless task.
Pisses you off too, you know, you get a lot of people, you pulled your guts out and work your guts out. Help them and help them and help them. Don't even ring you up and say Happy Christmas or Happy New Year, you know, that pisses you off. Not that you expect anything, but it'd be nice. Yeah. Have a look at her. She makes you happy. What do you want me to do here, love?
Right on his card.
Coxie's partner, Kath, is proof that his rehab program works. Her drinking took her from a flying career in New York to desperation in Melbourne's northern suburbs. She's managed to stay sober despite the death of her mother and having cancer.
It's good as a couple. When one gets in a bad mood, the other one's in a good mood. So it balances one another out. When I get in a crappy mood, he's usually in a good mood.
Darren's birthday party isn't just a family affair. Everyone from the rehab has been invited too. Only 10 days ago, Coxie's right-hand man Mick ended up in hospital after relapsing, but he managed to resist the temptation of New Year's Eve.
Oh, them days are gone now. Oh, no. Jesus. I'd be still doing it now. I'd be drinking now.
While Kath gets to enjoy her relationship with a sober Coxie, Trish was married to the drunken Coxie for 8 hair-raising years. Surprisingly, she still talks to him. Coxie was pissed the night Darren was born.
We headed off to the hospital and we were all over the road like that. And I thought, oh, I'm never going to get there in one piece. He came in, he was trying on the stethoscope and really mucking around. And yes, he was really mucking around and I was getting annoyed with him. Anyway, they finished up, they come and told him to go home. When he finally came into the hospital, I was sitting up there eating a nice big roast dinner and strawberries and cream and ice cream, and the baby was in the crib beside me, and he looked at the baby and he went, "Oh, isn't he ugly? Look at his head." Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Darren. Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip hooray!
Hip, hip.
Hip,
Hooray!
hip, hip,
Hooray!
Hey, look at Stevie's got on his nose. Thanks, babe. She's lucky to have a young fella like me. Hey, you Sheilas. Isn't she lucky to have a good young fella like me?
You Sheilas. Oh.
But there's no rest for the wicked, because Coxey's unique rehab house has a new resident moving in today.
No police, only genuine drunks and criminals. How are you guys?
Today is Gavin's first day. In the past 6 months, he's been kicked out of 3 rehabs for drinking.
Ended up in a Quinn house, and the saying there is they give you enough rope to hang yourself. And unfortunately I hung myself, I got kicked out.
I hear scratching and I hear groans, I hear cursing and I hear moans.
Things are looking pretty grim for him. His family don't want to know him, and he's facing his first jail term for drink driving and assault.
I got caught next week, so if I can get away with not going to jail, well, at the moment I'm just playing it day by day.
Right, look, when you guys come into this house, right, you sign a contract. Now,
When Gavin drinks, he frequently blacks out. In a blackout, the brain is so affected by alcohol that no long-term memories are formed. Gavin can't remember what he did to end up in custody, but he knew it was bad.
And I just remember waking up in the lockup, and apparently I'd punched my old man, kicked in windows, thrown glasses and vases around the house, and ended up in the cells trying to hang myself, so all in a blackout.
You just sign that one there. Sign it there. I gave the witness, I sign it there for you, which I will do that. Now, I wish you as well when you do all this, and, you know, just stick together and support each other, and it's pretty simple, isn't it, you know?
Booze and crime go hand in hand. Both Coxey and Mick have done jail.
Look, alcoholics are not dipsticks. We're not idiots. We're bloody good people, you know? We're just people that have gone bad. Your wife's left you, you've been to court for drink driving, you've been to jail, you've bashed your wife.
You know, I don't know how many times I woke up in the morning tiptoeing down the stairs thinking, shit, what did I do last night? And then my wife would come down, or I'd come down to the kitchen and there was broken plates all over the floor, and I wouldn't remember doing a thing. Yeah.
As bad as things have got for Gavin, at Coxey's he'll get help from a man who's been to hell and come back.
I was very sick. I was very sick. I mean, I was drinking aftershave, methylated spirits, anything. Popping pills, methadone, benzodrine, dexedrine, rohypnol, Seropax, Malorol, tryptanol, Transin, you name it. I must have a constitution of 10 wild ox. You could drop me in the jungles of Borneo with crocodiles, snakes, lizards, whatever, and I'd survive. I've proved it. And I've got to put up with all these lunatics. Go and look in the mirror, because that's where your bloody problem is, in the mirror.
While Gavin settles in and waits for his day in court, Coxey's off home to deal with the next crisis. Another newcomer desperate for help.
Had a bit of a downer, and all I was doing was drink, fall asleep, vomit.
Well, obviously, you want to do something about your drinking, you know? And over a period of time, your life will get better, I promise you that.
It can't get any worse.
860,000 Australians have got a life-threatening problem with booze, and one of them is in Coxey's lounge room looking for help.
Well, how are you, Ray?
Not bad, Coxie.
Good on you, mate. Good on you, mate. I'm glad you come over. I mean, if you come over here to see me, well, obviously you want to do something about your drinking, you know?
Stay for just one more.
Coxey and his rehab are well known among recovering alcoholics. A friend in AA has steered Ray in his direction.
Mate, what actually happened?
Had a bit of a downer. Started drinking 16, 18 cans a day. And then it just got too much. I've lost my wife, kids.
How many children you got?
3.
3. And how long have you been separated from them?
15 months.
15 months? Well, it's not long, is it? Yeah.
Ray has spent thousands detoxing, but he can't stay off the grog. He's lost his job and his health before ending up on Coxey's doorstep.
I was living in my car, and I had to sell the car
To survive.
to survive.
Yeah. Look, mate, you're in the right place. If you want me to help you, I will help you. And all I'm asking you to do, whilst you're with me, is don't pick up a drink and go to AA. That's all I'm asking. Not hard, is it?
No, it's not.
And over a period of time, your life will get better, I promise you that.
It can't get any worse.
You've made the first step. You've come here to see me. You can't do any more than that. Good on you, mate.
Coxey used Alcoholics Anonymous to get sober 20 years ago. Today, AA meetings are the cornerstone of his rehab, and all residents must attend.
Good evening, everybody. My name's Neil, and I'm also a bloody alcoholic.
Neil is a rehab success story, and like Coxey, he still comes to regular AA meetings.
I entered this program 2,379 days ago. I was a very sick and sorry person. I used to get up, have a drink, spit out the cigarette butt from the night before, blame her for pissing the bed, and it was probably me. I used to actually think cows used to say moo, but no, they do say moo. That's how bloody bad I was. I was in a very, very bad way. I got in trouble off this guy next door. I bashed his bloody cow senseless. And he goes, "What are you doing to my cow?" And I went, "Bitch broke me bottle."
The meetings are a way for alcoholics to share their experiences and encourage each other not to drink. People who've been sober a long time can inspire newcomers, and newcomers remind long-term members how drink can affect their lives.
What about you, Gavin? Would you like to share, mate?
Gavin's still at Coxey's and still sober. This time he's determined to beat the booze before it destroys anything else.
So I had a head-on collision, my 5th drink driving. My wife kicked me out of the house. So I lost the house, lost the kids. Haven't seen the kids for 6 months now. So I eventually moved in with Mum and Dad and tried to do a home detox. And that was one of the worst things I ever did. So I eventually got onto Coxey, which was one of the best things that's ever happened. I'm sober into my 5th week now.
Good on you, mate.
I'm looking at jail in January, which I'm shitting myself. It is just one day at a time. The meetings are getting me through.
Good on you, mate. Fantastic, mate. That's the way. I came to this fellowship and I've grabbed it with both hands, and nothing but nothing's going to make me drink piss. Nothing. This is a tough program. This is very tough. You've got to be tough